It's like this.
I need to spread color,
You want to leave your mark on this world?
spread life.
Even if turning humans into X-Men was all he did, Giovanni Santiago could be called a transformative artist.
Yeah, it looks cool. We're doing some body painting.
But to see how he really hopes to change his world, you need to see his full body of work.
I'm an airbrush artist. That would be my specialty. Wall murals, automotive murals.
Frank, your order's ready?
For example, several graffiti burgers have been his professional playground.
Well, the first one was like, all right, I can pay the bills. And then they called me again like a few months later. I'm like, oh, sweet, yeah. So you guys liked it?
Giovanni knows a guy has to eat, but green is far from the only color that inspires him.
This is how I'm living.
You can see that in a tired old strip mall in Grove City.
That's my jam, bro.
This is Giovanni's old studio, where the door was always open
You need more Tupac in here.
to neighbor kids who would wander by. Couldn't help but notice something pretty cool was happening inside. He invited them in to create.
Who's to say that I can't stop what I'm doing for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of my day and focus on these kids? Spreading motivation, just spreading just the fact that you can do anything that you want.
We first met Giovanni last spring as he painted a mural at a rec center in Valley View. Soon after, he went to Haiti.
We decorated an orphanage, a hospital, giving them some kind of hope and some kind of color, and not only that, a story that they can tell.
With a palette that's equal parts paint, inspiration, and motivation, Giovanni Santiago is one artist
Life isn't permanent,
who can truly add color to people.
and so I want to leave my mark.
I'm 4'11", Watkins, Warriors, but the voice that comes out of me is about 6 feet tall. Ooh, give me chills.
Joyce Webster
You know when I get chills, right?
is
So energetic.
a force.
It means it was good. Come on, give me some face. I will say you can hear me before you see me.
No matter how big the space,
Let me hear you.
the cheer coach for Watkins Middle School fills it.
It's very, very cool to be back at my alma mater, not only to coach where I cheered, but to actually get to coach some of my friends from high school's children. And we jump, and we jump, and we jump, and we jump some more.
Coach Webster has great expectations,
It is respect and pride and dignity and school spirit.
and she usually gets what she wants
Excellent. That is exactly what that looks like.
because she inspires.
Always trying to make us feel happy and special, and she's always energetic and a cheerleader.
That looks 1,000 times better. Great job.
But Joyce isn't just looking for perfection in the gym.
Oh my gosh, it's a grasshopper. It's gonna be okay, I promise. I like my kids to always remember you have to give back. So work hard, be respectful of your school, have school pride all the time. If there's weeds in a flower bed, it takes a couple of minutes with 30 kids to pull weeds.
Joyce Webster is clearly a coach from head to toe. So come on, Watkins, put on a...
Cheer face. Big face!
That big voice in your head wants you to know
You're going to be a role model no matter where you go when you're a cheerleader.
the force is with you.
So always use that position in school for positive and not negative.
You can do anything for a year.
For Kathy DeFrancisco, every day
Conditions today are great. It's sunny.
brings a date with distance. Because it's not just a day, it's a number.
Today is day 131.
Another 1,000 or so steps closer to the destination.
Running 365 days a year
Why do that when nobody's chasing her?
to raise money for cancer research.
Because as she strides through autumn's finery, her brother-in-law, Vince, is recovering from a stem cell transplant.
This is my way of coping with things, kind of take my mind off of what he's going through, but also do something that benefits cancer research. I'm on day 132, and he is on day 132 of his treatment.
She's been with Vince every step of the way.
Always, always. We went and saw him last night, and he's doing well.
I know whatever I'm doing, his is 10 times worse. And so no matter how bad I feel, he feels 10 times worse.
After each run, Kathy writes.
Day 100, what a milestone for me.
And it's here in her daily blog you see what's running through her this year.
I am not sure if I use this challenge as a way to mask my emotions. Sorry. I promised myself I would give a shout out to the older lady with 2 pugs who cheers for me on Saturday morning. Much love and thanks, Kathy D.
Average pace, 10 minutes. I'm running with my cousin and her husband. We're on day 133.
A third of the way down the road to 365.
So far, so good.
Kathy DeFrancisco counts the days,
I know he's been rooting for me.
driven by knowing Vince is counting on her.
I'm gonna make it. There's not another choice.
I felt like this is what I was meant to do. Thanks for coming.
On the kind of day that reminds us why Chrome was invented. In a place where dreams are in Technicolor.
That means a lot to me.
Mike Hoover is in the driver's seat.
I feel like I don't have a choice, you know what I mean?
His 6th annual car show, glittering, growling, fantastical proof of the power of a gearhead with a goal.
It was just a couple of dads trying to do something to raise money for their kids' school originally.
A school for kids with their own challenges.
I have 2 little boys, Adam and Aaron. They both have varying degrees of autism. That's puzzle pieces sewn into that. Adam has autism. Aaron has Asperger's syndrome.
Mike admits his drive to gather all this perfection together came from an imperfect place.
I think it's probably pain and anger. Just to be honest. Your child's diagnosed with something and you're like angry, what can I do? And then you finally find that outlet and it makes you feel not so helpless anymore.
Hardly. His foundation is a high horsepower fundraising engine for OSU and Children's Hospital-based autism research.
The goal for today is $30,000 to the Make It Fit Foundation. 100% of what we take in today is going right back out.
And will be reflected in the lives of virtually every person on this lot.
All these people you see here today have a story of someone in their life that's affected by autism.
Sort of the way you dreamed it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I really dreamed it. It's just, it fills your heart back up, after to see this kind of stuff, and you pour your heart and soul into it, and it gets filled back up by all these people.
Mike's also been traveling the state, showing off another fundraiser, this custom bike, to be given away in October.
The parking lot's entirely full.
With the drive to turn a diagnosis
75 right there. Can I get 80?
into dollars, Mike Hoover is making it fit.
It's been an incredible experience. I wouldn't wish it on anyone. It's been a blessing in some ways and your worst nightmare in others,
So, 2,500 hours.
Last Saturday at Mifflin High, Columbus Rec and Parks dance competition bringing together teams from rec centers all over town.
We're about to go out there. This is the last competition of our season.
Time for Coach Hardgrove to let his Brentnell kids loose.
Just kill it. All right.
This competition thing is new for Cordell Hardgrove.
3, 4, row, here. Early on, like at the age of 4, I knew I was gonna be somebody famous, like next Michael Jackson.
Ballet is his background, but since starting the Abstract Motion Dance Company for adults, he's been giving back, volunteering to choreograph and design shows for the Brentnell Rec team.
I'm trying to visualize something. What do y'all feel?
For the 20-year-old, it's a chance to pull kids in different directions.
We decided that we were going to make it like a modern-day Thriller by Michael Jackson, and our theme was like gothic Barbie dolls. And I introduced them into thinking big picture, and we run with it. I'm up and dancing with them at all times.
He's a hands-on teacher, and that's how I learn better. Instead of telling me what to do, he shows us.
When I started with them, they weren't that good. I've seen their confidence level shoot up, their social skills. They have an idea of service.
On Saturday, the Brentnell Rec team put in the 110% Cordell demands, and in the end, it was second place for the judges. As for Coach,
we did really good, and this is a start to greater things.
Seems the guy who thinks he was born for stardom has another role to move him.
It's kind of far-fetched, but our mission statement is starting to be change the world.